welcome to Metal Wani. With us today, we have Italian metal giants, Graveworm's very own Stefano Fiori. How are you doing, sir?
I'm really feeling well. Everything is going well at the moment. We have a new album coming out. I think in the States it will come out on the 10th of July.
July, right.
And we are ready to play some shows, and I'm looking forward how the people will react on the new album.
That's awesome. I mean, fans have got some taste of the new album, Ascending Hate. So how's the band feeling right now in terms of excitement and the response from fans?
Really good. We had a lot of work putting in this to making this album. It was a long time ago that we released our last record, 4 years. Mm-hmm. We got some problems with some band members left the band. Old band members came back into the band.
Right.
But at the moment it's feeling really good. We had a lot of fun. The album is finished, and yes, that's it. That is the life that we want to have.
That's awesome. Now, music, relates to the passion. What makes it special is how we express it, how we express the sentiments. Now, it's not necessary that it always has to be bright, but the dark side is something captivating. Now, when I listened to the new Graveworm album, Ascending Hate, it felt like I'm exploring the dark side of the moon. Now, how happy are you with the final product? And I have to tell you this, I love the new album.
We are really happy because it was really difficult for us when Thomas, our guitarist, left the band. Mm-hmm. Because he was the main songwriter for our last albums. So it was difficult for us to work. But fortunately, Steve came back into the band, and he was responsible for the first 5 albums. He left the band after the release of The Engraved in Black, moved to Germany, but now he's back in the band, and we feel really, it was a really great feeling having him back in the band, because it was like the beginning. It was like a small family, having fun in writing music, and that's it. And I think when you hear the new album, you can hear a lot of older elements that we have, that we got on our first album. And it was for us, it was, whoa, this is cool. This is the work, the way that we want to go on. And so we are really happy with the result. The album, for us, it's great. It's great to have a new album. And yeah, we're really looking forward to what the future will bring into us.
Definitely. Now, Death Heritage is something which, I was just planning to start the album from the first track. So then got into it. I mean, the beautiful acoustic sessions, and then we have the wonderful foundation for the heavy parts. I mean, it's not just Death Heritage, like Buried Alive, Liars to the Loins. They clearly show how well you guys have that art of balancing the dark melodic elements with the extreme side of music. So was this something which you, while writing an album happened, spontaneously, or it just was a preconceived idea?
No, that just happens. It's when we start writing songs, we never know in what direction the songs are going to sound, because we don't want to say, okay, the songs have to sound like this or like that. It just happens. When Steve making the song at home, he sent us his ideas. Then we go all in the rehearsal room and try to make a song out of his ideas. And it's for us, it's important. Melodic parts are very important, because since we started, we got some keyboards, some atmospheric parts in our music. They are very important to us to combine aggressive parts and atmospheric parts. This is the most important thing for us, and we try to put it in every song.
That's awesome. I mean, a song like Downfall of Heavens is something which clearly reflects the essence that Graveworm is always known for in terms of writing a gem of a song. But for you, when you guys were in studio, how difficult did it get for the writing process, inside the studio?
It's always difficult to write the songs, to make them ready to go to the studio. You have to put a lot of work to finish the complete song, because when we go in the studio, the songs are nearly finished. We really want to enter the studio when the songs are completely finished. Of course, sometimes the producer maybe has a good idea to change something, but the song is really finished, and we try to make songs that we can play it live too, because we don't like to go in the studio writing, recording really awesome songs, and then when we play it live, there sounds like what's that shit?
Right.
That's not our way. So we really prepare the songs for a studio. Really, we finish them and then enter the studio to record them.
That's awesome. Now, as always, when I talk about the old Graveworm, Nocturnal Hymns Part 2 has that feeling. I mean, the grand ending to the album, which gives me sort of a feeling that there can be a continuous, let's say, concept for the next album, which you guys, let's say, come up with 2 or 3 years down the line. For you, as the main songwriter, what sort of lyrical approach you took, when we talk about how we relate to human emotions?
For me, the lyrics are very important, because they all deal with stuff that happens in this world nowadays. Because when you just put on the TV or you open a newspaper, there is full of war, torture people, and all this stuff. And I really wanted to write about what happened in the world today. So, for example, Downfall of Heaven is just my question: if we are on the right way to destroy our planet, because there are natural disasters getting more and more, and I just asked me if this is the end, or if we have the chance to save it at the last second. So just I deal with all these happenings nowadays.
That is absolutely true. Now, you guys have this, delightful creation of art in terms of, when the album does not sound overdone, or it doesn't even sound less. So it's like a perfect balance when we talk about the instrumental sections as well, and on vocals on top of it. So, I mean, for you as a frontman, how do you think about putting your vocals in a specific area so that the instrumental part also blooms?
Yeah, this just happens. It's just when the song is finished, we record it at home with our computer, and then I take it at home and try to feel the song. I really try to listen a lot of time and really to get into the song and try to make something really special with the voice, because I think a voice is really important for a song, and I always try not to sing just in one direction, maybe some deep vocals, just maybe sometimes screaming higher or doing growls. For me, it's very important to work with all this stuff to get really the best out of a song.
That's awesome. Now, you guys, like you said, South America. So when you play these new tracks live, I mean, how's the response from the fans? Because when you're on stage and you're playing these tracks, it must be a different experience for fans, because when you listen to it on a CD and then when you witness it live, it's a different feeling, isn't it?
Is it? Definitely, yes. When you look at the people's reaction, it's always like they are at the beginning. They're really looking what's going on, how is the new song. But when you feel the energy on stage coming, because when we're playing live, it's always having fun on stage. We really want to be on stage having fun with the people over there, and I really want to feel the energy that comes from the audience. So at the beginning, they're really looking, a new song, how will it sound like? But after 2 or 3 minutes, they really get crazy and they really like the new song. So we are really happy. And yeah, we are ready to present the songs all over the world. So
that's awesome. So what's the tour schedule after the South American? So are you guys going to do a European tour, possibly States, or what's the plan?
Yeah, at the moment, we have some single shows. We will present the new album in our home country next weekend. We will play with In Flames, and then we have some shows in Ukraine and Germany. And I hope at the beginning of next year we want to go on tour in Europe and maybe to go on tour in the States too, because it's a long time ago that we have played it. I think it was 2006 that we played with Cataclysm, and it was really amazing for us and a really great experience, and I really wish that we can come back to the States as soon as possible.
Fantastic. So that brings me to the question. I mean, I don't know whether you guys ever imagined your fan base here in India.
I hope it's big.
To be honest,
I mean,
when I got the copy of the album from Dustin, I was telling him, like, he asked me this question, dude, you are in India, and I know how the scene is there. So what about Graveworm? I mean, are your fans and your followers gonna like it? So I was like, you know what? Just give me the album. In a week, I'll have the review out. I'll share it with you, and I'll also send you the feedback of the fans. It may not be huge, but it's still in thousands who listen to your music, who get the chance to buy it online, because we don't have record shops here, but we buy it online. So it's growing. I mean, I will be really happy that you guys plan up a short tour or a one-off gig, hopefully maybe by this year or maybe next year. It'll really be awesome.
That would be really great to play there one day, because we really like to travel all over the world, because there are fans everywhere, and if just one is coming to our show and having fun, that's okay for us, because we are all still metal fans and going to watch shows of our favorite bands. So maybe if we will play there sometimes and there will be some people, of course we will have some fun.
Right, that's awesome. Now, Stefano, before I conclude the interview, how about you define this amazing album, Ascending Hate, in just one sentence?
In one sentence. This album is just, personally, it's just a step back to the roots. It's just, for me personally, just a step back to the roots, combining aggressive parts with melodic parts.
Wow. I honestly, I expected this from you, because I've been following you guys right from the time. I mean, it was around 2005 when I first witnessed Graveworm, and since then, totally hooked. Thank you very much, Stefano, for doing this interview. It's an honor for your fans here in India to get to witness the music coming from the amazing land of Italy, and we hope that you get to come to India very soon.
I really hope. Thank you very much for this opportunity, and I hope we will meet one day, maybe in India at a concert. So I'm really looking forward to it.